dude, wildest day yet by quite a margin. Started simple. We're in La Veta. We stayed in that tiny house. Woke up feeling all right, kind of refreshed. You guys know we were tired, starting to really feel worn down from the trip. All we need to do is get from La Veta, Colorado to Salida. It's like, what, 180 miles? Something like that. We look at the map, seems like a pretty relatively easy day. So all's looking pretty decent.
Or was it?
Well, so immediately things started off a little bit more hairy than we wanted when we look at my bike and my fork seal's still leaking pretty bad. Get down in there. So our nice easy day immediately started off in the wrong direction. So we take some time to try and fix my fork seal, get a Band-Aid fix going there. And then we take off on the trail. Dad and I, we're kind of frustrated. We got the fork seal fixed, getting a little bit later start than we wanted. We take off riding. And the riding's pretty good. We climb up this mountain pass, see some beautiful views, some good riding. Ride for 50 miles. And then we come to this intersection in the trail and we're like, whew, this looks kind of different than we were expecting. We start looking and we'd just ridden 50 miles in the wrong direction, like 180 degrees wrong, like back towards Trinidad.
We got on the wrong trail.
So we ended up taking the easy option that we passed yesterday, or 2 days ago, and just completely went the wrong way. So now we're even more frustrated. Now our nice, easy 200-mile day to Salida, is now going to be minimum 300 miles if we just turn around and rode the trail. So quick analysis, we figure if we jump on the interstate, we can kind of cut some sections out. So we buzz up the interstate to meet back up with the TAT at Bishop's Castle. Take a few minutes, tour Bishop's Castle, pretty cool. Recommend checking it out if you do the TAT. And we get back on it, things are good. And all we got to do now is we plan on riding a few miles on the main trail, and then there's a Rainbow Trail that cuts off, and we're going to ride it to Salida.
Rainbow Trail sounds like a fun trail, right?
Yeah, it sounds nice. We heard a couple people talk about it. Seems like a little more difficult, but a good, fun trail.
So we get on Rainbow Trail, and it turns out to be this super difficult single track with rocks, hill climbs, creek crossings, a lot of very difficult stuff. It was fun. It was a fun trail, but it was very, very
Demanding.
Very demanding trail. And we were having fun on it, and it turns out it's like 30 miles long. Yeah. And you're making like 5 miles an hour because of the demanding terrain.
And you're really, you got your bike fully loaded down with gear, so you're just wrestling that thing around and it's draining you.
Yeah.
So the first 30 minutes were pretty great. 15-30 minutes, we're feeling good.
We're having fun.
Riding hard, it's really fun, but then you kind of hit that point where you're running out of energy and it just becomes a task. So after not that far, 7-8 miles, maybe about an hour on the trail, things are starting to look a little dim because it's kind of late in the day. We dealt with we had all the other problems earlier, so it's starting to get kind of late. And Dad's kind of getting to that point to where he's over it. And I knew we were in trouble when he got just a little bit out of shape in this rock garden and just threw the bike. The bike started falling, he just let it go. It's getting tough at that point. Whoa. So then we start looking for bailout options, and we see one on the map. And Dad, you can see the elation in his face. He's like, oh, yes. We're getting out of this.
Yes.
We only got another mile.
We're gonna live through this.
We're gonna live. So we get to it, and we're celebrating. We're like, oh, we see this road coming in. We're like, oh, we're saved. We can jump out on this road, be in Salida in no time. So we take our time. We go out, find this beautiful view. Give me a hang loose. Nice. So we take off down this road to finally leave, and we don't get 500 yards.
Not even that.
We get 100 yards into the road, and there's a tree across, a pretty big tree. So we're like, well, it's not a good sign, but whatever. So we hop the tree, and then there's another tree. So we get across a couple of these, and then immediately come to a gate. Locked gate, private property, don't enter, all this. So kind of dead in the water.
private property with a lock.
And I look over at Dad, and I mean, you can just see the defeat in his face. He knows that there's the only way.
The only way out of here is to ride.
The only way out is to keep on the trail. So we turn around, we get back on the trail, and really it kind of gets a little better.
Yeah, it did.
Like the riding's still super difficult, but I guess we kind of got our second wind of energy.
Yeah.
Started riding a little better.
And the last 4 or 5 miles were actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really
really
fun.
glad we did it because the difficulty went down just a touch, but it was still hard. A lot of big hill climbs.
It was like there was still really difficult sections, but you had a lot more sections that where
Yeah.
you could kind of rest,
get a break.
and recover, get a little break. So that was really nice. Finally did that, and then we ended up coming to another intersection with a road coming out with another like exit point. So
I think it was Black Bear Road.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It ended up being, it was a super cool road. It was a closed road to vehicles.
Only open to motorcycles.
Yeah, they pulled out all the culverts from like a bunch of damage they have, so it's got a lot of like huge nasty dips in it that you gotta get through.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But yeah, super fun. So we rode out hit the main road, made it to Salida. Day's over, right? We booked a hotel that morning. All we got to do is get to this hotel, and hotels have been super hard to find this whole trip. So when we booked it that morning, there were 3 rooms that we could see left in Salida.
In the whole town, 3 rooms.
All of Salida and Poncho Springs.
Yeah. So we get to the hotel, we're tired, we're soaking wet from sweat and from multiple river and creek crossings. It's getting cold, it's like 60 degrees, it's getting dark, and all we want is a hot shower. And we get to the hotel, they don't have our reservation, there's a problem with the credit card, they tried to call us, we were riding, so we didn't answer, didn't know they were calling, so they canceled our reservation. Not a single hotel room available in the whole town of Salida. And we called every hotel.
Yeah.
And then we finally called one. It's called a Sure Stay. And it had like 2-star reviews.
Yeah, it's got like 100 reviews on Google. Well, like
it looked bad.
2 stars on average. It looks bad.
It looks like a roach motel, like that you wouldn't even want to stay in. Finally we're like, well, we're gonna have to do something. So we go over there to this hotel, the Sure Stay. Turns out it's a brand newly.
Not quite, right? We were planning on camping. We were like, this is so bad
camping,
looking. We're just gonna camp. But then there was one review. I started reading through them. There was one review that was recent from yesterday that said this place has new ownership, has been remodeled, just reopened. Now it's pretty nice. And we're like, at this point, we're so tired. We're like, whatever, we'll try it.
Yeah, and we get over there. It's just opened yesterday. It's newly remodeled. It's as nice as a Hampton Inn.
Yeah,
it's
it was great.
It was perfect. So we really lucked into just the perfect hotel room. We got us a hot shower, a nice warm, clean bed. And man, did it feel good after a long day.
So yeah, big day and huge energy output. Like we have Whoop bands, and I looked at my Whoop band data afterwards, and I'd burnt 5,000 calories yesterday.
And I burnt over 4,000 calories.
So, big day. When we were hoping for a nice, easy day to lead us into a rest day.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna take tomorrow, or today, I guess now, and just do nothing. We're gonna check in a hotel and lay around and watch TV, hopefully.
Just a rest day today.
Yeah, rest day today, and then we'll get back on the trail tomorrow. But yeah, big day.
Yep. Very good. That'll do.
Stay and plan attack. put her in the ditch, trying to let that guy by. I know, it'll be rough. That's crazy. That's sick. Holy cow, what a picture. Look at this place.